at those boats, because you were the Director General of Rotimi Ameachi's campaign when he was running against President Tinubu to be the APC nominee in 2023. And he came second, beating out the likes of the Vice President Yemi Osibanjo and many others. He was finally beaten, albeit by a wide margin, by Bola Tinubu. So you did a pretty good job as the DG of his campaign.
Yeah. We had 315 votes. We gave them a good fight. And then after that, we thought things would go on fine, actually. Because I remember vividly that Tinubu, the governor of Lagos, current Minister of Defense, and who else, came to, Tinubu called me to say he wants to come and meet with myself, Ameachi, and all. So we agreed. And at that time, I remember I was to go for Hajj.
You were to go for?
Hajj.
Okay, right.
And so the president said, look, we want you to come on board and let's work together. And we agreed. And then we agreed that we will meet after I come back. And that meeting did not hold. That was how they abandoned Ameachi.
Right.
So it's not his fault.
So that's where the simmering anger is coming from, isn't it?
Yeah, and but you know, as you see, Ameachi worked for the president. I can tell you that.
You mean after he lost?
After he lost,
sort of started working.
He was part of the PCC.
Right.
And our team, like Burate, the former IG, and many others, joined hands. Rufai was supposed to be on our side. And somehow, you know, he moved over. And I think these are part of the things that are annoying him or frustrating. I think...
When you say he moved off, what do you mean?
He was on our side.
Yeah. You said he was supposed to be on your side.
Yeah, Ameachi's side.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So after Tinubu was nominated...
No. Before Tinubu was nominated, right, he made up his mind to support Tinubu.
Okay.
And Tinubu, as he rightly said,
right, that
he should not leave and that he should come on board. So, since then, I've not been that to Rufai.
Right.
Because he abandoned our group. You understand? Went to support Tinubu fully.
Right.
And, you know, he really mobilized, he did a lot. Then, you know, Tinubu is there, asked him to join the government. But somehow, up to now, Charles, I don't understand what happened, you know.
You mean between
them? Yeah, but that is not my business. And I was there sometimes say, okay, you did that to us, so. but
it's payback.
It's a payback to yourself.
Right.
But I cannot understand up to now. I was the chief whip. Rufai came to the chamber and we almost like asked him to take a bow and go, or even to just lay out some plans.
Right. That is after he had been nominated as minister.
Yes. And I told you, I'm not a Rufai's fan or friend or anything, but truth must be told. You see, that was where Mr. President got it wrong. You don't form your government with dependents. And most of it is the president is a kingmaker, remember? So when the kingmaker becomes a king, then there is a problem which he must identify himself so that he can have people that will stand up to him and tell him the truth. This is now what is lacking in this government. And when I said, and I still stand on it until there is a change, the government of Tinubu is dominated by khaki structures and kleptocrats. I don't mind. I don't want to even respond to Bayo. Well, you say it's a lone
That's
wolf.
Bayo Onanuga, the presidential spokesman.
Bayo Onanuga is just in Nigeria. He is a domestic staff to the president. I am a senator 4 times. How dare he calls me? But I'm happy he called me lone wolf. He's a maga dog.
Well, you forgot the word frustrated. He said frustrated lone wolf.
No, I'm not frustrated. I contested for
I didn't
Senate.
say you were. I'm saying that's what he called you.
Charles, why would I be frustrated? I contested to be a senator. I won 4 times. I won 2 times in the House of Reps. Where does the frustration come? I am a son of nobody who became somebody without knowing anybody. Ask the president. I'm not his dependent, one of his dependents. I'm his ally.
Well, you are the Nigerian dream, if there's any such thing.
I don't know about that. But let me tell you one thing that I like and I copy from Mr. President. He can get somebody to argue on that. If we were to swap position, and I'm the president, doing the same thing that he is doing now, he would have been on the street. He has done it before, to protest. Even if the government belongs to him, if the wrong thing is happening. Even today, somebody from the government is saying, look, why don't you come over? I say, I will not come over. I'm a senator. If the president, under normal democratic setting, the president is supposed to lobby me on issues. Because he doesn't have a vote for me, I have voted for him. Whether in the Senate, whether in the general election or anything. And you know, I strongly believe that this power or this position, I believe that it is God that will give me or will take away from me. Not anybody. But it's a responsibility on me, and as my religious say, to speak the truth, even if I'm alone. And that's almost what is happening now in APC. They will come around and say, you are trying, but you are hitting too hard. I said, did I use physical punch on anybody? And you know what now? Because they don't know what to say. They always like an onoga will call me wolf, will call me lone wolf, will call me frustrated. He is the one that is frustrated. You know why?
But it's his job, though, isn't it?
It's not his job.
I mean, it's his job to respond to people who attack the president.
No. His job
or
is
who overly criticize the president.
Advisor on information and strategy.
Yeah, but he's a spokesman.
Look, let me learn. Look at what they did now. Embarrassing Mr. President when he honored some people. They honored a living man posthumously. 2 people. When I say there are kaki crossers there, and they will insult me, but what is this? Error of omission, commission, and stupidity? It was embarrassing on Mr. President. If I was the president, whoever is responsible for that, I will fire him and get somebody that knows the job.
Well, let me move to, because we were talking about Rotimi Ameachi, for example, who is now a member of the opposition coalition.
Yeah.
And we were talking about the
And he's also a member of APC.
Yeah, he is. I mean, many of them are still in their parties.
He has not resigned yet.
Yeah, they're still in their parties. But are you a member of that opposition coalition? Because I know that, at least I understand, that he and some of the other opposition figures are trying to convince you to cross over to that opposition coalition. I mean,
see, as long in the next, as going forward, I will keep on speaking out and hoping that Mr. President...
No, what I'm saying is that, are you in this opposition
I'm
coalition?
aware of the...
But you've gone to their meetings, have you?
Yes, I went to several meetings.
Right.
I attend the meetings.
So in a sense, you are a member of the opposition coalition.
No, there is no opposition.
You still remain in the APC.
Not now. That is not to say so. When I want to take a decision to do something, I will not, I will not hide it from you.
Yeah.
I still believe that this president can fix these things.
But have they?
No. Wait. Let me tell you. Failure to fix those things
might cause you to move.
Yes.
So
I will not have that because it will sink.
Right. But have they been making
the overloaded ship will sink?
Have they been making overtures to you?
Yeah.
To try and get you to come over.
And I told them no. You see, I don't want to jump from frying pan to fire.
what's the fire then?
I don't know yet. I have to make sure. I have to be
sure.
But
I mean, they're starting a new party. At least they haven't registered it yet, but they're trying to register.
Let me tell you, I'm a loyal person. My loyalty and this thing politically is the truth. I have my reason for being loyal to Ameachi.
Right.
I believe he can do it. That's why you
believe he can be president?
Yeah, better
successful
president, a good successful president.
Right.
Now, I believe too, Tinubu can be successful president. That was my expectation is high. But if he continues this way, then let me tell you, Charles, whether you load all other people or other governors, you are just endangering the APC by pushing it towards capsizing level. When you overload a ship,
it might keel over.
Everybody.
Yeah, but I mean, beyond the APC, you've also been, as you said, in the National Assembly for a very long time.
Yeah.
How do you assess the democratic evolution of that assembly? Do you think it's become more or less democratic as time has gone by?
It has become less democratic. Let me say it's very unfortunate. If you look at what the Senate or the National Assembly historically is built, Senate is supposed to be a house, particularly Senate is supposed to be a house of deliberation, where people will deliberate on policies of government, actions of government, spendings of government. That we are not doing now. We are more of an approving institutions, just giving necessary, unnecessary support to the executive. That division of executive, legislature, and judiciary is no longer there. Government have to some extent now been personalized and privatized. I can tell you that I, as a senator, is not quite even abreast of what is going on. You are supposed to deliberate. I told you yesterday when we spoke, Cory Booker broke the record.
Cory Booker.
Cory Booker.
Yeah. The American.
He spoke against Donald Trump's policy for 25 hours, 4 minutes. And at one point, he was even abusing Trump. If I dare do that in National Assembly here, the Army, Fire Brigade, everybody will be waiting for me at the gate.
Yeah, but let me ask you an important thing before we run out of time, because a big issue that has come up is the issue of security in this country. Recently, your state is Borno State, which has been in the sights of Boko Haram and other sort of militant organizations for quite some time. We also know, and I want you to kind of connect the dots for us because you're very good at doing that. Moving beyond Borno State, which borders a lot of other West African states. We know, for example, that in the neighborhood, President Tinubu has handed over the leadership of the ECOWAS bloc to Sierra Leone.
My people, as it hot, it don't happen. No be small thing Ali Udeme released from this video. Not be small thing he exposed. Please, as you are watching, please kindly hit this like button, share.